activity for over 10,000 years and is rich in Indigenous history. The land is the ancestral and unceded territory of the Algonquin Anishinaabe Nation. We're grateful to the Algonquin ancestors who cared for the land and water in order that we might meet here today. We're also grateful to the Algonquin people for their contribution in the making of the Rideau Canal, which runs through Smiths Falls. We're mindful of broken covenants and the need to reconcile with all our relations. Together, may we care for this land and each other, drawing on the strength of our mutual history of nation building through peace and friendship and mindful of generations to come. So the meeting is called to order. I'll seek a motion to adopt the agenda. Moved by Councillor Brennan, seconded by Councillor Robinson. Any changes to that agenda? All in favor? That's carried. Any disclosure of monetary interest, pecuniary interest? Seeing none. We have no minutes. We have no delegations. I do not believe we have any director's report. C.O. Morris?
No, Mr. Chair. Given that this evening is a special committee, we will wait until next week.
Thank you. We have no committee of the whole consent report. Or do we have any priority issues? So we're going to go in camera. And I'll seek a mover and a seconder for a motion that Council of the Corporation of the Town of Smiths Falls, as provided in Section 239 of the Municipal Act, move into closed session at 5:04 p.m. to discuss a trade secret or scientific, technical, commercial, financial, or labor relations information supplied in confidence to the municipality, which, if disclosed, could reasonably be expected to prejudice significantly the competitive position or interfere significantly with contractual or other negotiations of a person or organization. So it's moved by Councillor Quinn and seconded by Councillor Robinson that we move into sorry, that we've already got that motion, move in camera. All in favor? Carried. So I'm sorry, folks, we'll be stepping away into the private chambers for, I hope, I'll move it as long as quick as we can, and we'll be back shortly. Thank you. Why don't you do that motion again? We did it in there.
Some many times.
That's good.
Okay, anytime you're ready.
We're back, folks. Thank you very much. We appreciate your patience while we were in camera. Council provided information to staff on that closed session, and we appreciate your patience once again. Item 11, any committee, board, or external organization updates from anyone? Seeing none. We have no correspondence items that I'm aware of. Any notice of motions for future meetings? Seeing none. Recommended motion that the committee adjourn its proceedings at 5:36 and stand so adjourned until the next duly called meeting. Committee meeting approved by Councillor Robinson, second by Councillor Miller. All in favor? Meeting's adjourned. Please stay where you are if you wish. We're going to move into council momentarily.
You got to use the gavel, eh?
I will, whenever I get the green light from the clerk.
Whenever you're ready, we're still continuing with the live stream.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Smiths Falls Council meeting of July 17th. I'll be your acting mayor this evening, Councillor Peter McKenna. Mayor Panko does send his regrets. We'll start with the land acknowledgement. And of course, on July 17th, we acknowledge that this sacred land in which Smiths Falls is now located has been the site of human activity for over 10,000 years and is rich in Indigenous history. This land is the ancestral and unceded territory of the Algonquin Anishinaabe Nation. We're grateful to the Algonquin ancestors who cared for the land and the water in order that we might meet here today. We're also grateful to the Algonquin people for their contribution in the making of the Radio Canal, which runs through Smiths Falls. We're mindful of broken covenants and the need to reconcile with all our relations. Together, may we care for this land and each other, drawing on the strength of our mutual history of nation building through peace, friendship, and being mindful of generations to come. Approval of the agenda. I have a motion moved by Councillor McGuire, second by Councillor Brennan, that the July 17th, 2023 council meeting agenda be approved as circulated unless there's any amendments. Seeing none, all in favor? Motion is carried. Thank you. Are there any disclosure of pecuniary interest or conflict of interest or general nature thereof? Seeing none. The minutes, I have a motion from Councillor Quinn, second by Councillor Robinson, that the minutes of the July 4th, 2023 meeting be approved as circulated. Any questions or comments? All in favor? That motion is carried. Thank you. Any council reports? Councillor Brennan, we'll start with you, please.
Okay, thank you. I just wanted to report that on June 13th, Councillor Robinson and I attended the Planning Advisory Committee in this chamber, and that was our first Planning Advisory Committee that took place in a live forum, and we had an exciting proposal, and in fact, we had a full audience with residents interested in this project. And the project is it was a public meeting to consider a zoning amendment that would allow a mixed-use building with 2 commercial spaces and 36 residential units, and that's 1 to 3 George Street. So people will know where that is. It's sort of an infamous corner that has been derelict and forgotten for 25 or 30 years. And so it's quite an exciting project. Everyone has been asking for years what's going on with that building, and so the developer is planning a really nice site. We had various residents with concerns, and that was their forum to express that. And they had some great questions, and I'm sure that will be taken into consideration as we go to site plan. But that particular zoning amendment will come to council in the near future, and I look forward to hearing council's opinion on it. But it was really a great meeting to be in person and to have all the seats filled here. It was really nice.
Councillor Brennan, are the meetings still broadcast live?
They are,
That's
yes.
great.
So, and I'm told the broadcast came through loud and clear, and people watched it.
So
So
we really hope with people coming out to meetings, they also can watch it at home.
absolutely, as they probably are right now.
That's great.
Yeah.
Anything else, Councillor Brennan?
No.
Okay, Councillor Miller?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I have a few short reports and just thought council would be interested to hear that I attended a presentation at Valley Heartland last week and heard Ian Lee, an associate professor at Carleton University, speak. The presentation covered the current economic landscape of Canada, the impact of inflation, the risk of the recession, and so much more. And I just wanted to thank Valley Heartland for holding this presentation and for including us all. And I do have the slides if anyone wants to see it. From a committee point of view, the Chamber of Commerce, they had a very successful Rib Fest, and we're quite pleased with the results, and they're looking ahead to their golf tournament, their annual gala, so stay tuned for that. They're also working through the process to launch their cantina at Victoria Park, and they've recently received their final approval from Parks Canada. The Downtown Business Association has been organizing weekly buskers on Saturdays for the month of July, and you may have heard some of the music downtown. It's been a really welcome addition, and it's located in various locations. So wander downtown on a Saturday and enjoy that. Just to hold the date, the Arts Council started planning the Joyce Brennan Awards Dinner. It will be on November 4th, and it looks like it'll be at the Legion again. It's a special night of awards that has been established to acknowledge individuals who serve the community through arts and culture initiatives, named in honor of Councillor Brennan's mother, who was a founding member of this organization. And then finally, the library is waiting on some final documents to launch the tender for the renovation of the second floor. I know I told you we'd have that tender out by the end of June, and so we're slightly delayed, but that's coming soon.
Thank you, Councillor Miller. Any other reports? I know Mayor Panko left me some notes. On a personal note, my wife Donna and I attended the kids fishing tournament a week ago Sunday with our grandsons. Over 150 young kids fishing up and down Lower Reach Park. I know the police services, the police association, Crime Stoppers, Canadian Tire, I'm sure I'll miss somebody, the town, everyone. It was just a magical event. It was free. Kids from all walks of life just had a ball fishing, and prizes, and all the kinsmen put on a lovely lunch for all the kids. And to see 120 kids, there wasn't one hook in anybody's eye. It was amazing. It was a lot of fun, and encourage kids to go out again next year. So that's from me. Mayor Panko and I did attend the official opening of the Chamber Street Lanark County Housing Project up at the top of Chamber Street. Wonderful event. Minister Clark was there. Our MPP John Jordan was there. The warden, Peter McLaren, a number of other mayors and county officials. A terrific event, 5-bedroom, beautiful facility. The tenants were involved with that and engaged. It's fully booked. You may have seen a story about one gentleman who lives there. It's like he's been waiting 11 years for housing, and he couldn't be happier. So that was a wonderful event that the mayor and I. So on behalf of Mayor Panko, he wanted to make sure the public was aware that we're still accepting applications for Smiths Falls for all up until I think July 20th. And the Accessibility Committee is hoping to meet very soon. And our summer schedule is a little bit different. And this will be posted on the town's website, of course. There'll be a special COW meeting, we hope and expect next week, next Monday. There'll be no meeting on July 31st or August 8th. So after July 24th, the next regular COW and possibly a special meeting of council will be August the 14th. So unless something happens, So we look forward to people enjoying a little bit of time this summer. The mayor is attending the Association of Municipalities of Ontario Annual General Meeting in London, Ontario, August 20th. I don't know if other members of council are going. I'm still considering it. The mayor, I think that was all of his notes to me. Lanark County Housing did want the public to be aware that they're working on a second housing initiative with Smith Falls and Lanark County Housing in the county, and that's of course on Chamber Street, and they're working with Cambridge Community Sports. There it was, right at the tip of my tongue. So seeing no other council reports, I'll move on. There's no presentations. We have a consent agenda format, and it's been moved by Councillor Brennan and seconded by Councillor Miller that the items in the consent report number 003/2023 received from the clerk be received and adopted, and those are the items would anyone like any of those items separated? They're the corporate communications policy, stop up and close the easterly unopened portion of Lewis Crescent Road allowance, and reconvey stratified title under Hershey Drive to the town. Those are the three items in the consent agenda. Does anybody want anything pulled out? C.O. Morris.
Yeah, Mr. or Your Worship, I believe there are two other items on the consent report.
Yes, there are. Lifting holding provision on Lewis Street, if I turn the page over, and then another unopened road allowance surplus to municipal needs. Thank you. And still no one wants to pull anything out. Okay, so that motion's been on the floor. All in favor? And that's carried. Thank you. We have no other motions. We have one bylaw tonight with Councillor Robinson. Would you like to take that over, Councillor Robinson?
Certainly. Moved by myself and seconded by Councillor Quinn that a bylaw to adopt the 2023 to 2026 strategic plan be received and read a first time and taken as read a second time.
So I guess I'll read this again. Or do I have to do that with this? Yes, I do. The motion moved by Councillor Robinson, seconded by Councillor Quinn, that a bylaw to adopt the 2023 to 2026 strategic plan be received and read a first time and taken as read a second time. Any discussion? Councillor Brennan?
Yeah, I think we should have a recorded vote.
Okay, recorded vote has been requested, and if the clerk gives me the green light, we'll. Councillor McGuire?
Okay, if there's going to be a recorded vote, I'll add a discussion. I'm not going to support it, as I noted last week, the placemaking, childcare, and I'm drawing a blank now on the third thing that's left out from last strategic plan to the strategic plan. I think it's important to have these things noted in the documents because even though we might not get to all of them, it keeps them front and center on priority. And
Parks.
oh yeah, the tangible improvement in every park. So thanks.
Duly noted. Clerk Costello, you ready?
Certainly. In reference to bylaw 10463-2003, a bylaw to adopt the strategic plan for the years 2023 to 2026, if members of council could either vote yay or nay. Councillor Brennan?
Yay.
Councillor Quinn?
Yay.
Councillor Miller?
Yay.
Councillor McKenna, Acting Mayor McKenna?
Yay.
Councillor Robinson?
Yay.
Councillor McGuire?
Nay.
And Mayor Panko is absent. Carried.
Thank you. Do we read it again, Councillor Costello?
Third reading.
You don't have to have a recorded vote again. Thank you. So again, Councillor Robinson has moved it. Councillor Miller has seconded it. Any further to go ahead and read it, please?
Moved by myself, seconded by Councillor Quinn, that a bylaw to adopt the 2023 to 2026 strategic plan be now read a third time and finally passed, signed, sealed, and numbered 10-463-2023.
Any further discussion? All in favor? That motion's carried. Thank you. Any further inquiries or announcements? Hearing none. Motion for adjournment. Councillor Brennan. Moved by, seconded by Councillor Robinson. All in favor? That's carried. Thank you. Meeting's adjourned.
Hey.
Thank you, Peter.
Sorry, I stepped all over there.
I don't care.
Screwed up the segment.
Procedure.